Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now. It's a truly profound book, right? But let's be honest. If you're a modern mom, finding the time, let alone the mental space, to actually read it can feel like just one more thing on that never-ending to-do list. So in this explainer, we're going to boil down its core wisdom. We're going to translate it into practical, bite-sized tools that you can actually use right in the middle of the beautiful chaos of motherhood. You know that feeling you finally collapse on the couch after the kids are in bed? Your body is exhausted, but your brain just keeps going. It's racing with worries, schedules, replaying the day. It feels like the off switch is completely broken. If you've been there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's just dive right in. Before we can even talk about solutions, we have to get real about the problem. This feeling of being constantly overwhelmed, it is not just in your head. It's a very real, shared experience, and it's rooted in the very real demands of being a mom today. I bet this sounds familiar. It is so validating to know there are actual names for these feelings. The mental load, that's that invisible 24/7 job of remembering everything, isn't it? From doctor's appointments to what's for dinner tomorrow. And being touched out? Oh yeah, that's that deep sensory exhaustion from being a human jungle gym, a constant source of comfort, and a human tissue all day long. Just recognizing these aren't personal failures is a huge first step. It's absolutely crucial. So, okay, these pressures are real. What on earth can we do about them? This is where Eckhart Tolle's work becomes such a game changer. He basically argues that our deepest suffering doesn't come from the situation itself, the tantrum, the spilled milk, but from the story our mind tells us about that situation. This right here perfectly illustrates that difference. On the left, you've got this simple reality. My child is having a tantrum. It's an event. But on the right, you see the painful mental story that can spin out of control. I'm a bad mother, I can't handle this. The event itself is temporary, but that story can loop in our minds for hours, even days. And the tricky part is, we often mistake that painful story for reality itself. And that brings us to this incredibly powerful idea, the watcher. I want you to imagine your mind is this huge, peaceful, vast blue sky. Now, all those stressful thoughts, I'm failing, I can't do this, I'm so tired, they're just storm clouds passing through. You are not the cloud. You are the sky. You can actually learn to just observe these thoughts without getting totally swept away in the storm. And honestly, this little shift in perspective is everything. Okay, so how do we actually do that, especially when a toddler is actively throwing spaghetti at the wall? The good news is it doesn't require an hour of silent meditation. It just needs a tiny shift in your awareness, and we can break it down into 3 simple keys. Here they are, the 3 keys. First, just observe. Simply notice the thought. There's that I'm a bad mom thought again. You don't argue with it, you don't judge it, you just see it. Second, accept. Now, this isn't giving up, it's just stopping the fight with reality. So instead of this shouldn't be happening, you just try, okay, this is what's happening right now. You'd be amazed how much pain comes from that resistance. And third, anchor. This means pulling your attention out of your racing mind and back into your body. Feel your feet flat on the ground. Seriously, just try it. That one simple act can pull you right back into the present moment. Knowing the theory is great, but putting it into practice in the heat of the moment, that's what really matters. And that's where a super practical approach, like the one from Samai Haven, comes in. They've designed a toolkit specifically for busy moms, and it's built around this awesome idea they call a micropause. A micropause. See, it's not about trying to find more time in your day, because who has that? It's about using the tiny pockets of time you already have. We're talking 60 seconds or less. It's just a brief, intentional moment to hit the reset button on your nervous system and come back to right here, right now. It's doable, it's fast, and it really works. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? You don't have to escape your life to find a little bit of calm. Peace is available right here, right now, in a single conscious breath, even if there's total chaos all around you. So what does this actually look like in real life? Well, here are a few tools. Washing the chaos just means turning a boring chore into a moment of presence. For 60 seconds while you're washing dishes, just feel the warm water on your hands. That's it. Or maybe you use a 1-minute visual ASMR from Samai Haven, just a calming scene of nature that can literally help lower your stress hormones. These are quick sensory rescues designed to bring you back to your body and out of your head. What's really amazing is that these small, tiny shifts aren't just about making you feel a little less stressed out. They create this incredible ripple effect that benefits not only you, but your kids too. Look at this. When you are more present, You feel less anxiety and guilt. You get better at regulating your own big emotions. And what does your child get out of it? They get a parent who can hold space for their big feelings, which makes them feel safe and truly seen. A child with a present parent literally develops a more regulated and resilient nervous system. Your calm actually becomes their calm. And this might be the most important takeaway of all. This is not another thing you have to be perfect at. You're still going to have tough moments. You're still going to get overwhelmed. The goal is never to eliminate the storm clouds, but just to remember, even for a split second, that you are the sky. So I'll just leave you with this question. In a world that tells us we always need to be doing more, buying more, achieving more, what if the most powerful, loving, and transformative thing we can possibly offer our children is just our simple, undivided presence? What if that's truly enough?